Hi, I'm Kendra Edwards, and welcome to the CarDon Resource Hub. And we're really excited to have Crystal Simpson with us today. And she's our memory care coordinator at Aspen Trace. And we want to talk about what it means, what things should family members or residents consider prior to moving into memory support. And Crystal, what do you see? What are some signs and concerns for families that it really makes sense to start thinking about what it would mean to move into a community that has memory support?
It really begins when safety becomes unpredictable. And that's when they're going to need more support, a higher level of support. Maybe when you see increased falls, increased isolation, maybe they're wandering or exit seeking, caregiver exhaustion, when the caregiver is at their limit. And that's a real thing. The caregiver needs to take care of themselves as well. You can't take care of somebody else if you're not up to it. Maybe that person is more aggressive. Maybe there are some medication errors that are happening with that person. And that's when you really need to start looking into alternatives.
So, what are some intermediate steps prior to moving into a community that folks could use or trial at home to keep them home and safe at home, which is the key part of that? So, what are some ideas that you may have that you can share?
First, talk to a doctor. Your doctor is going to be your best resource in the very beginning, especially. There are many types of cognitive altering situations that can be addressed before you have to make bigger changes in your life, such as a common UTI, low electrolytes, vitamin B deficiency. The doctor can also refer you to a neurologist, get some deeper testing done. Either may give a dementia diagnosis, and that diagnosis is actually necessary if you are going to move into a specialized memory care neighborhood. But for in-home support, that is best for families who can coordinate the care and when safety risks are still manageable. You can do private duty caregivers, hire somebody to come in and help. Home health nursing is also an option. Meal delivery, Meals on Wheels. I know many folks use that, and it's a great resource. There are also adult day programs that assist the person during the day while someone goes to work, and then caregiver picks them up and takes them home in the evening. That way they still get that comfy bed and that normal routine, which is very essential for them. There's also assisted living, which is a step before memory care, where you create a home-like environment, but there's also that little extra step of medication management and things like that. Geriatric care management. So there are companies out there that help you roadmap what your care is going to look like and how to create that safety within your personal environment. And that environment should have some structure to that routine, reducing overstimulation for people. That is essential. Considering consistent caregivers. That way, that person is trusting and creating relationships with those caregivers. That way, they're not as frightened or worried. And then learning about dementia, learning about what it looks like and strategies, phrases to use that help you communicate before anything disastrous happens.
What are some resources to find regarding communication, Crystal? Because I think that is such a great suggestion. It's something that over the years I've been in this industry, I learn all the time. What are some good tips and things you shouldn't do, you should do?
Repeating your name for someone so they don't have to guess or they don't have to worry that they've forgotten. Making sure you're leading the way in failure-free activities. It's okay for people to make mistakes. Things don't have to be perfect. So adjusting your expectations of what it should look like and appreciating what it does look like is going to go a long way for self-esteem and keeping dignity intact. When you're talking to someone, get on their level, don't get in their personal bubble, but be eye to eye with them.
Yeah. So, what are some of the benefits of a memory care community? If someone is to that point where they don't feel safe at home, they've tried a lot of different things, and they're at that point now that they're exploring that. What are some of those benefits?
So it can be very difficult, but these benefits outweigh some of those pressures. The medication assistance alone and making sure that medicine is being received on time and the correct medicines are being given. There is quick medical attention. There is no lack in attention. They can get treated right then and there. Then there's safety monitoring. It's a 24/7 facility. It never stops. And you can't get that at home. The meals and nutrition, there are nutritionalists and dietitians on board, making sure that the food is going to be as healthy for them as possible, giving them the type of diet that they personally need. The idea is person-centered care on every level so that their life changes as little as possible when moving into this environment. And that's going back to their routine and their familiarity, keeping that trust and that safety feeling with them. Their structure, community, peace of mind that when the family caregiver goes home, they can lay down and sleep. They are comfortable doing that. I've heard many times families feel so much relief they can finally take a vacation, they can finally breathe, they sleep better. You can't put a price on that. Then professional support and resources. You have people such as myself in every community that can give you support, a support group or more resources or just personal knowledge and holding your hand through this very difficult process.
Yeah, thank you so much, Crystal. And we appreciate everything that you do. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you wanted to cover today?
I want to just help people understand that the disease process changes over time. People's needs change over time. Sometimes we see behaviors that are difficult to handle, and that's a communication. Let's help find what they're trying to say. They're not doing things intentionally to anger you. They are trying to communicate. They're doing the best they can. Dementia is literally brain failure. So with any other organ, we are ready to jump in and help. So having a little patience and understanding goes a long way for them.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. My whole goal with all of this is to be a resource, and you have been a great resource for so many, and we really appreciate you sharing that with us today because I know it's going to help a lot of different people. So thank you.
I hope so.